Rooski's friends and homies, in addition to this video, particularly being a reaction to Ice Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava, the album by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, this will also be a competition. I have just this moment on my stream added a command, WOO. Woo! It goes off every 5 seconds. We are both playing a game where anytime in the reaction to this album we hear the woo, chat's gonna blow up the woo. The other thing that we are going to do is we're gonna react to Ice Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. We're gonna have the lyrics up as we've done with our previous Gizz reactions, especially in context of their albums. I'm gonna dig through it. We're gonna talk about it. I'm stupidly excited. The reason I chose this one after doing PDA last week was because of all of the Gizz songs I've heard, Iron Lung was my favorite, so I needed to hear the album that thing was on. And honestly, this is stupidly exciting. Before I hit the play button on what I'm sure is about to be one of my favorite albums, it's just very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I'm so thankful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, join the Rooskis on Twitch. We do these reactions live. Those people over there are the absolute friggin' best people in the world. We just want you to know that you are welcome and you have good taste in music. Feel free to stop by. Guys, without further ado, I give you Ice Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Here we go. People that do mushrooms know. All right, now that we're past the saxophone section, I gotta say that this jazzy kind of vibe is awesome. It kind of gives me a little bit of like a Van Morrison vibe with the way it's playing along, or like Van Morrison inspired. It's totally different than the thrash metal we heard on PDA, which is just another amazing thing to me that they genre bend the way they do. And this is wonderful. This also kind of has like a, you know, like a fucking Grateful Dead sort of vibe to it. It's amazing. I'm a mushroom, okay, spread like lava, I rise like bread, currency of decay. Smoking, I extend specific salutations. Texture, the rest of seasons. Inhale the breath of civilizations. I grip with those wings, then stroke the green curtain. Breathe the floor from element. Domino, I'm thinking ocean. Network of the world. Time enough the evening. Synapse of So this is definitely a song about mushrooms. I mean, other than the fact that he's saying, I'm a mushroom, okay? This whole thing is such a psychedelic exploration, which is really cool. Like, and when you read it, it reads as poetry. I spread like lava. I rise like bread, a currency of decay. Amongst my skin, I extend acidic salutations, exhale the dust of seasons. I mean, it really is some sexy fucking writing to some really amazing like music. And I like the vibe between, like, it's kind of got just a happy vibe. Like, I feel like this is what wood elves listen to. you hear the flute in there? That's freaking dope. I freaking love that flute. Mycelium. Nah, this has Grateful Dead written like all over it. Their writing is so good. I mean, I know this little bit's like the chorus, right? But I just, as I hear it, like this whole thing, again, bald ape theory, totally reasonable. Like primates are eating mushrooms and gaining consciousness, which is so cool. But neither here nor there. That was maybe the most layman explanation of that. But this whole thing, like I'm really enjoying it. Like I feel like you could post this song in the mushrooms Reddit r/shrooms and it would fly and everybody would be like, yep, that belongs here. Holy shit. No, I feel like there's no way that this is not because psychedelics aren't getting in the way. They're not addictive or anything. I don't think that there's any way that they accomplish making music like this without the use of them, like fed back into the bourgeoisie. What in the hell is happening to me? I don't know, man. Like maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like there is definitely a psychedelic and again, perhaps I am wrong, but like this feels this if I had to guess, I would say it is. That part right there, I mean, it invoked an ooh out of me.
faces doubling, bursting beams of hopping rabbits.
All right, this is my favorite part of the song. I'm going to go back to the beginning of it because this is immediately, like that transition, amazing.
Stachoric fungus, toadstool dog, grown humongous, stomach nuts and purple skin, mirrored faces doubling, bursting beams of hopping rabbits, organs big with sucking maggots, metallic teeth, ancient goblets, increase the dosage with the droplet, black and gold beneath the surface, dark horse on the running metamorphosis, fade back into bourgeoisie. What the hell is happening to me?
Oh my god, they came back to it.
I spread myself over the forest floor and infest the earth, feasting on decay, sprouting anew. I'll make my biome part of mycelium. Mycelium.
Wow.
Mycelium.
Yo, this song was dope. This song was friggin' super saiyan mega dope. I actually really love that this is a totally different version of Gizz than I've heard before. And honestly, while I spend a lot of my time listening to metal, that's not always my daily driver. This is a lot closer to what, yep, I'm going to it. This is a lot closer to what my daily driver would be in terms of, you know, music I'd just be spending my idle time listening to. So yeah, that one was absolutely friggin' super saiyan mega bonkers. As promised, we are going to watch the music video for Ice 5. So I'm gonna hop on straight into this. Is that a 10 ski? Let me just double check here. Yep, 10:15 and 10. They're kind of jipping us. Dang, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go back into it a little bit. They played Hypertension. Okay, sorry, I thought that one was in reference to me. Guys, this one is Ice 5, not Ice V, as chat has informed me. It's a Roman numeral, guys. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. I love the stash too. Oh, no caption. Sorry, guys. Now, my understanding is that Gizz is from Australia, in case you've never heard of them before. I don't know how you'd end up finding this video if you've never heard of this band before. But anyway, allegedly, this video has been filmed in Greece, not Australia.
Ace of spades, double down checkmate.
You know, this is kind of reminds me of like Krongabin a little bit. I can't think of how to say that, but it's got that kind of like parcels too. It's kind of got that like jazzy, funky feel to it. And I'm super into it.
People crops circle pit, oozing out of crap.
So just saying, maybe I'm spoiled being in the United States of A, but I've not been to a beach that's got rocks on it like this. This looks like just such an uncomfortable time. Dang, man. Do you think this is why he grew his hair this way? This is Joe, right? Forgive me. What's this guy's name? I want to be this man right now. This energy is what I want to embody right now. I hope, I'm pretty sure these guys aren't on a label, right? But like, I hope they use their whole budget just to get this guy to be able to film this video in this dope place. Like, he deserves it. He's doing such a good job. Yo, this man's a king croc, I just noticed. Dude, his air piano here, his little bit right here, this man was great. Like, people just walking by. This gal's got her butt out, so she can't even be jealous. Not that it matters, right? Because, like, you know, if they're comfortable, they're people, they get to make their own decisions. Shouldn't be offensive to anybody, and, you know. But at the same time, I just think it's funny because, you know, these two people walk by this guy and, like, their backs are to him. Like, they don't realize that this guy is really the one that's winning. You know, he thrust it into the rock there. Guys, I think that this frame here kind of defines to me Gizz, right? Like there's a whole lot of stuff that's pretty dope, right? Like Earth is lit, right? There's so much going on here. You got rocks, you got, you know, some tall lanky legs, some, you know, you got some tats, you got some jewelry, you know, you got some tumbleweed stuff. Like you got this guy, I mean, this whole thing. And I got to be honest, so far this album has really been like just something it's kind of already moving into my, because I can see where it's going, knowing that both Magma and Iron Lung are on this one. I think that this one has moved into my favorite album spot so far, like already, which I didn't think I was going to say so early, but this song is literally like so many collaborations of things that I just love in music anyway. You know, it's like got the jazzy thing, it's got the funky thing, it's got the horns, it's got the background vocals, it's got the amazing instrumental breakdowns, kind of a less is more quality while still throwing so many noises in your face. It's mind-blowing. I mean, it's actually mind-blowing. And that they would just drop an album like that, like a video like this unexpectedly, and just kind of let everybody wonder, like that. What a baller way to announce an album. I also wish I was that rock. Yo, when did Dr. Disrespect get some like sick dance moves? I can't be the only one that thought that guy kind of looked like Doc from a distance, right? Like that's not just me, is it? Or Weird Al goes on vacation before his hair got real long. I could see that too. Yes. All he was doing was activating his core. That what it's doing with the sunlight though?
no dismay. Breeze and whims as the sun tends. The pressure tearing limb from limb. Earthborn cities stripped away as the ice queen hypnotically sways. Queen of ice, suffice to say, engulfing all in crystal dismay.
That was amazing. That was actually legendary. That was so good. That was so good. You're next at the abattoir. Yo, and Magma is a song I've heard before, but I didn't really get a chance to dig in on the lyrics on that one again, because you know, at the end of the day, I watched it on KEXP. So yeah, by the way, yo, anybody that is hopping on in, thank you for being here. I freaking love you. We are in the middle of reacting to Ice Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. Going into song number 3, Magma. Flaming hot magma. Hang on, hang the fuck on. We have a user named Magma Fire Bhagwan up in this bitch. I absolutely now understand why the Poodle Slayer gifted the sub. Makes perfect sense. Welcome to the Rooskies. Go forth and bang, man. You know, and in fact, you can now use your banger emote for this particular song because it's your namesake, homie. And we're gonna start it over.
Magma, fire, of one, beyond the one, and the none. Lifts rock, makes stuff, the sleeping hog, the ticking clock.
These lyrics were already way better than what KEXP kind of led me to believe. Magma Fire Bhagwan, the all, the one, the none, lifts rock, makes stuff, the sleeping hawk, the ticking clock. What a fucking line or series of stanza.
Child skin of bone, gift of flesh, exchange for a bone. I'm a drill, I drown the earth, tectonic romance, infinite rebirth. Magma, essence losing, molten rock, moving fluorescence, melting all within its presence, forever creeping luminescence, destroying to invent. Magma, God ever present, a living death, a bathing glow, subterranean web, infest my soul. Comparing gifts, praise the return of
Just so you know, my favorite one of my favorite works of writing is called The Subterraneans by Jack Kerouac. And the fact that they just threw the word subterranean web and fest my soul in there, Jesus fuck.
subterranean web, infest my soul. Comparing gifts, praise the return of G.I. Joe. Ruin beneath the magma shifts, heavenly bird, luscious cargo. Digging deep, burying gifts for the molten god that sits beneath our feet. Great abyss, offerings burning within. We console, reminisce for the molten god that sits. He'll accept those that commit if we dance in the ship.
Subterranean song.
Skipper and the neutron star makes from ether, basalt weaver, obsidian cleaver, make a believer.
Oh my god. just have to pause it and say, I'm sitting here in the middle of eating my mango nata, and this thing is next level delicious. This music is next level awesome. Perfect, like, sit, having burn to fern, and like listen kind of music. Also sit with the homies and like, shoot the breeze kind of music. Like, this is exactly the kind of stuff that I would just have naturally playing if I like threw a party with the homies. Like, 100%. This is music that's 100, like, up my alley. This has already definitely been my favorite album, like, without question. And I've loved all of them. Like, I've literally loved everything I've heard from him. I've not heard him do one I disliked yet, which is pretty special. Like, I've actually liked all of their songs, so I'm juiced on this one, guys. And my mango nata. Okay, so without question, a couple of things I gotta say. Yes, this is absolutely, in my opinion, like, I'm gonna put my own Gizz tier list together, by the way, and starting next week, at next week's Gizz album reaction, Wednesday, 9 p.m. GM/7, I am going to, actually, at the end of that album, work on the tier list, so that'll be a fun thing, and then we can just do the tier list as I go. That'll be a fun thing to do. So yes, the Rooski tier list will be its own thing. Can't wait. But yeah, Rumham, what the hell is up? Good to see you, bro. You came just in time for Iron Lung coming up. And by the way, if you didn't know, the homie Rumham introduced me to Gizz, so it's his fault that I do any of these reactions. It's his fault that I listen to any of this music. Thank the homie. Is this Stu's guitar that I'm hearing? Because this sound here is just great. No, this one was the second listen on this one, believe it or not, hearing this version of it, like hearing the album version, made me really appreciate the KEXP version a lot more, especially having the lyrics at it, because I mean this really is a fucking like set of poetry. I mean, this really is a fucking lore story that I'm gonna listen to a lot. Like, my birthday weekend's coming up. I'm going out of town. I'm gonna be jamming the fuck out of this nonstop. That song Magma really stepped up a whole friggin' lot for me after that one. That was mega heavy. Guys, remind me, does Lava have a video? Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm turning 32. I'm turning 32 on Saturday. Yeah, let's see. Lava. This isn't the one that has it. Okay, got it. Here we go. No video. Thank you guys. Just Iron Lung. Dedoy Walter. Use your big brain. They said that earlier. Okay, Lava. Here we go. Paolo Giraffe, by the way, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the Rooskies. You are awesome. You are valuable. You are important. You matter. You're deserving of love, and I'm so thankful for even a moment of your time. Rooskies, make our new friend feel at home. I love you. This swirly bombastic jazz and sax I'm hearing. I'm all and like the bombastic drums and the saxophone. Like, I actually am really loving this swirly noise here. I agree with you, Vulch. I definitely get the shine on you crazy diamond parts 1 to 5 vibe from it too. This is nice. I live for noises like this though, like the big ambient stuff. Like this song should be 3 minutes max IMO. See, this is the kind of thing that I just get jolly over. Sort of Toll vibes too with the flute. Wow. This would be part 2 of the song. Definitely a tension building here too.
Smells like oil days. There's a hot stove glowing red. Lava, sticky like peanut butter.
The slant rhyme of lava and peanut butter.
Stone cutter.
Rhymes that only work when you're an Australian person.
Anointed in that bubbling light, jarring lungs asphyxiate. Unlike quicksand, it's instant. Defiles hold, no longer existent. Lava's raining ghosts, a mushroom cloud brings turmoil. Roommates are shells, rain won't grow, earth is hell.
Yeah, I'm really vibing on this.
Burning flesh and melting skin. I submit to the molten king.
Kind of reminds me of like Pink Floyd, but like Piper at the Gates of Dawn days.
The Messiah deep below. Give my essence to the afterglow. There must be to the magma lord that bathe in the warmth of the red fjord. Past this life of green meadows, lover after life in giant plateaus.
Is anybody else hearing them say the lava is life?
This life, the lover is life, the serpent is dead, the serpent is dead, the serpent is life, the serpent is life, the serpent is dead, the serpent is dead, the serpent is life, the serpent is life, the serpent is dead, the serpent is dead, the serpent is life, the serpent is life.
head is death, the tail is death. The head is life, the tail is life. The head is death, the tail is death. Oh my God. Whoa, whoa.
The head is death, the tail is death. The head is life, the tail is life. The head is death, the tail is death. The head is life, the tail is life. The volcano is death, the lover is death. Death is life, the lover is life.
And yo, by the way, Rooskies, definitely welcome the new homie Catman underscores 321 because that guy fucks because he likes Gizz.
The volcano is death, the lover is death. Death is life, the lover is life. The volcano is death, the lover is death. Death is life, the lover is life. The volcano is death, the lover is death. Death is life, the lover is life. The volcano is death.
Oh man. So I'm gonna be honest. I can see why this is kind of removed from, or why not everybody, like this isn't everybody's favorite one. For me, this one really struck a chord with my love for like Pink Floyd, and kind of a deep love. Like it went really deep into like I said, kind of like the Syd Barrett days, like the Piper at the Gates of Dawn days. But it also had, you know, it also had Toll vibes kind of throughout it. It had a lot of things like kind of, and then just this whole part right here, the latter half of the song was almost kind of like a mathematical masterpiece. But no, I mean, this was like definitely hitting my tuning forks, that's for sure. I'm a big fan of that. Hell's Itch. Let's go. Flick the switch. Hell's Itch. I love this. Oh, and Bandmade fan, I would absolutely say that was like solo work Jim Morrison vibes, like his spoken word kind of stuff as far as the lyrics go. That's kind of, I kind of got a similar vibe from that. This has come in immediately as an intro for maybe my favorite song. Like this has definitely been my favorite intro for any of the songs. Ooh.
Wah, 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 when my nail glides through my epidermis, does it feel so joyous? The deeper the cut, the thicker the blood, subcutaneous fat, feels good like that.
They're so verbose, and I love it.
Dance, subcutaneous fat.
They sang the fucking word subcutaneous. I have such a word. I'm not gonna say that word, but it was a good thing to hear.
Feels good like that. Dancing beneath my wafer thin crust, teasing me, taunting me, my unquenchable lust. If I only could locate this bug, oozing under like a slug,
the bass player is the unsung hero of this particular song, by the way. I'm listening to him walk this thing. I'm going to go back a little bit. Listen for this.
Lacerate by orange pin, nominate by next of kin, destroy myself with long chagrin. Find the source of the state remorse, buried deep beside me like a sunken horse. Rooted below. Innermost abyss is a fathomless, unscratchable hole. Shed my skin, need to suppress that itch, for it would fill me with glee. Whatever is this persistent yearn to rid off my skin and stop the burn? Crawling tender temptation.
That was 9 measures. Listen to this.
Rid off my skin and stop the burn. Crawling tender temptations. Catacombs beneath the layers of hatching eggs. Thunder threats, claws enthralled, embittered keratoses.
What the fuck time signature am I hearing right now?
Lacerations, feeling pain, hurting, barbecue skin, deeper red green. Flick the switch, Hell's Edge, Dark glitch, Hell's Edge, bewitched, Hell's Edge, perpetual twitch, Hell's Edge, rising pitch, Hell's Edge, latent witch, Hell's Edge, grisly sedge, Hell's Edge, the open edge. Pain is easier to endure than an itch.
Pain is easier to endure than an itch. I've never heard that before, but that is perhaps one of the most eloquent and accurate adages there ever fucking was. So I'm hearing, you're right, the drums are in 4/4, and then there's a guitar. Doon 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 doon. That drum run there, that was lit. Listen. I love this guitar tone, but again, I continue to go back to the bass lines on this thing. This thing is kind of wonderful. The flute is giving me, like, again, the Toll sort of vibe, which I really am finding myself enjoying. But then there's this huge, like, very long sustain on this guitar that they've got, to where it almost sounds like a little bit like an infinite pickup is in there, to where it just continue, like, or like they're like, I don't know, it's, I know he's not using like an ebow on it, but it's got just such a huge sustain. This is Joey singing? What a line. The breeze on my flesh feels so fucking good. Look at me now, Helen. Well, I kind of like that. Prick the ceramic, bodily condom, oh yeah, be gone. Oh baby, please be gone. The breeze in my flesh feels so fucking good. Look at me now, Helen. I love what I just read there. That was wonderful.
Yeah, I'm finally ready. Yeah, I'm finally ready. Yeah, I'm finally ready. Ooh, I'm finally ready. Ooh, I'm finally ready. Ooh, I'm finally ready. When my nail glides through my epidermis, does it feel so joyous? The deeper the cut, the thicker the blood. Subcutaneous fat hurts good like that. Dancing beneath.
This part reminds me of Morrison, like Jim Morrison's spoken word work, like the lyricism this part definitely reminds me of Jim Morrison's solo work.
My wafer thin crust, teasing me, taunting me, my unquenchable lust. If I only could locate this spark, oozing under like a slug, I'd slice my skin to get within, lacerate my own linchpin, nominate my next of kin, destroy myself with no chagrin. Find the source of this deep remote.
Did you notice that they just played the Magma bass line there? No. Yeah.
Destroy myself
Did you hear that?
with no chagrin. Find the
Subterranean
source
Bagua.
of this deep remorse, buried deep inside me like a sunken horse, rooted below in the inn.
That might have been my favorite part of this whole song, was that self-referential thing back.
Destroy myself with no chagrin.
Magma
Find the source
Bagua.
of this deep remorse, buried deep inside me like a sunken horse, rooted below in the innermost abyss. It's a
Fuck, man.
fathomless, unscratchable.
I gotta say that was fucking genius. They slid that right. The end of that was wonderful. I loved that kind of descendant, like that. I don't know. That was sort of discord. That was wonderful. That the ending of that back masking a sax, yeah, like everything, like that little whole bit there at the end in Iron Lungs music video is what we're gonna do. But again, everything from that connecting back into the Magma bass line there at the end to the way it ended. I really, really, really loved that. I feel like that's probably their most underrated song that I've heard so far. That was nuts. That was like that one, you know, and I've commented on how self-referential they are before. And I really think, that has, okay. Oh, this is the album cover. That's wonderful. I put my face on here, here, and here. But no, I think, you know, realistically, that was probably my favorite and I've said that about a lot of the songs. I'm gonna have to give this several more listens. Iron Lung is definitely still so far my favorite on the album. But guys, that was lit. That was so good. And yeah, let's get started. Iron Lung, my favorite. The reason we're listening to this album right now is this song. Ooh. This is I didn't realize it was going to be one of these. Like, we're falling into a fractal of art. This is awesome. People that have done psychedelics get this. Also, shout out to Ambrose, because he's my favorite Gizz.
Wrapped in iron, deathless purgatory, negative pressure, airless breath. Wrapped in iron, breathless purgatory, positive pressure, airless death. It's a different kind of cuddle fist, swing and a miss. Dancing with my eyes and lips, can't move my hips. Keep my mind distracted from the swish, swish. Stay insane and positive, can crumble like a biscuit.
This is like what happens when you close your eyes on mushrooms. Just so you know, like this, at least this is what happens on my eyes when I close my eyes on mushrooms. Not that I've ever done them, but yeah, I also agree that this video is fantastic.
Space shuttle, snail shell, merry-go-round, conveyor belt, the army tank, ventilator, mechanical boom, respirator, metallic cocoon, brought up, boiling point, pump my organs, center gravity, planet me, give me the mushrooms, time to leave.
Give me the mushrooms, time to leave. That makes a lot of sense. That I didn't even think about that line in reference to this song until he said that. And because, like, again, as the video's playing, I'm sitting here thinking, like, when I close my eyes, tripping dick on mushrooms, or at least, you know, in the fictitious world where I do that, that's what I would imagine it looks like. And so, yeah, this video is pretty gnarly to see. But I mean, when he said, give me the mushrooms, time to leave, nice and crazy. Oh, and safe travel home, Chaotic Old 4. I love you, man. On this thing is actually nuts, going from this like a hyper realistic looking stuff to these basic cartoons. Some of it looks like old Disney, some of it's fucking hyper realisms, you know, some of it's galactic space scenes, like all of the cascading. Like, I'm actually a mega huge fan of this video, and if I did psychedelics in the near future, and I'm saying it's a big if because of course I would not, but if I did psychedelics in the near future, I would definitely watch this video. And listen to this album. thought I saw Bob Ross in there, and that's a brain. The part where it changed from dark to light, this part right here is again kind of like what it's like to open your eyes and look at the sky after your eyes were closed if you were on a psychedelic. That kind of gave me like a Cuphead vibe a little bit. That part reminds you of Space Jam or using DMT. It's one or the other. This is definitely like, I mean, this is a shamanic ritual where they're doing stuff and there's eyes, or wizard hats. The wizard hats turned into lizards. Oh my God, I didn't even think to notice that. I have to go back. They turn to the wizard hats turn to lizards. Oh my God. Ooh, this is different.
The ship sailed, train derailed.
Wow.
Now it's me and my iron love, wrapped in iron, breathless purgatory, negative pressure, airless breath. Wrapped in iron, breathless purgatory, positive pressure, airless death.
It's like colorful psychedelic Cuphead.
It's a different kind of cuttlefish, swinging a miss, dancing with my eyes and lips, can't move my hips, gotta keep my mind distracted from the swish, swish. I'm staying sane and positive, get round like a biscuit. I Cylindrical present, newly arisen, chained to a giant paperweight, painted lace. Yeah, darkness permeates, wallows my toes, fires my chest, my brain is pressed, and I ingest. I am
So I'm gonna be honest. Iron Lung remains my favorite song. I could absolutely imagine being in the studio laying this down. As far as how much fun it would be, I tell you, the most difficult part would be the scratch track. I think it would actually be a better scenario to do an analog recording and just have the whole band play it in one run. I know that's crazy, but I feel like you have a better job at doing it. Can you imagine what the file would look like? Like if you actually looked at the master track on that, like if you individually separated it out, that would be so many different tracks. Versus like, you know, the 24 that they probably did it on. They jammed for 10 hours and pieced it together. Holy shit, man. Or the sheet music. No, like that no, I can't even fathom. Guys, I'm actually really sad that this is the last song on the album. This has easily been my favorite Gizz album to react to. This has taken me so many different places. Then wrote the lyrics. They jammed all day each. Oh my God. Then wrote lyrics as a group. That's so fucking cool. You ever think about how weird it would be to Iron, given how it's spelled? Yeah, that's fair. Uron. Gliese is one of my faves on this album. Okay, well, I have not even heard anything about this one. Clearly, this is the underdog of the album. So let's decide if this is classically underrated or not. Kind of reminds me of Take 5. You know, that kind of reminded me of Take 5 by that jazz guy that I reacted to not that long ago. Let me go. You know the song? Dave Brubeck. It is take 7. Terraform means to create a new world. Yeah, and in case you didn't know, Pink Floyd's song Money, that bass line in the beginning is also in 7/4. So like, that's kind of how my brain kind of picks it up. Like I look for what I could count. I mean, obviously you look to count 7 measures, but there be, yeah. Shooting stars rain upon a distant planet, hadron colliding, forked lightning, melting the cakes, icing. Jesus fuck. Little 8-bit sound there? Hey, listen. What are those 8-bit noises? Those are amazing. It sounds like old video game noises. What's this album called again? Cause yeah, that. there's some harmonica in there, but then there's also like some crazy like crybaby guitar sounds I'm hearing. I actually think this has probably been my favorite instrumental on the record so far. Mycelium had some really good ones too, though, like the jazzy stuff. But this one is like this breakdown. I could really see them blowing the fuck up out of this. Like in a jam, this would be lit. Oh my god. This is the most underrated on the album. Because I don't put that as last place. Actually, hang on. Okay, now that I've heard the whole album. I don't think that that's the worst one. I not that there's a worst one, right? But like, I actually think maybe, maybe Lava was my, maybe Lava was, I think Lava and Gliese. I don't know. This fucking album was easily my favorite Gizz album, though. This is bad, guys. So right now, and you know what? How do I make a tier list? Tier list. Yeah. So on my tier list, I have never made one of these. So I'm actually not going to do it. But right now, it's going Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. Nonagon, Infinity, PDA, Polygon, Duanaland. That is currently, and maybe that'll evolve. That might evolve. The Merman, what is up, homie? Maybe that'll evolve. Welcome to the Rooskies chat. Make our new friend feel at home, and then I'll do the thing. But maybe that'll evolve over the course of time. But right now, it's definitely Ice Death, Polygon, Nonagon, PDA, Polygon. Yeah, I think that's where I'm settling right now, having heard those 4 albums. This album was amazing. This is definitely much more of a daily driver kind of listen for me. I think Nonagon had been that beforehand, though PDA was kind of working it in just because I've, been listening to a lot more metal lately. But I think everything here, from the open up with Mycelium to kind of the Grateful Dead sort of vibes, with the very cool, laid back, jazzy, kind of had like an Americana vibe to it. All of them, I mean, it really had so many different sort of sounds, different jazz elements. This album, if I had to describe it, I would say bombastic, because there were so many different things that kind of came and kind of went, and so many things that didn't repeat themselves, and then so many things that did repeat themselves. The timing was crazy in that every now and again, like the drummer would always pretty consistently play a different time signature than what everybody else was, and everybody else would kind of fall off. And then whenever things would like add up and all hit at the same time, or like resolve at the same time, whenever that would, you know, finally stack over, it was amazing. And it was like such a tension relief whenever it happened, that built you back up again. And then I mean, I want to look much more into the lore of this one, because as far as this being about the, you know, the Greek music, I forget what it was that was said. If somebody doesn't mind to put it back in the chat, that would be awesome. As far as I'm concerned, this album was a 10. You know, as far as modes of music, thank you, that was the word I was looking for, the Greek modes of music. Yeah, I want to look more into that to see what that actually means, give it a second listen. I might do another review of this album wherein I kind of present my findings. I don't know, but this one was really good. This one has me inspired. Like, I wanted to get out my guitar and play along with so much of this, just to kind of do it. And I think that's the makings of a good album, right? Like, you can talk about it, you point different things out, everybody kind of catches different shit, you get to kind of discuss about that. And I think that's what's made listening to these so wonderful, is that there's really this like shared vibe, and like reacting to albums really does feel like listening to an album with a friend. I love this one. This one is easily been my favorite Gizz album so far. Stick around. I think next Wednesday I am going to go to Gizz album number 1. Gonna go to the very, very, very beginning, and then decide from there where I'm gonna go after that. A lot of people have been asking about Banana. I really have kind of wanted to hear more about it, because as a guy with synesthesia, I will say hearing Billabong Valley was a very unique experience. So that one might, next week. Every Wednesday, by the way, from here on out, I think I'm just going to be doing a Gizz album reaction, because I'm having so much fun with this. So yeah, I guess, you know, Wednesday is Gizz Day. Let's go, guys. I love you. Thank you for being here. If you've made it until this far, thank you so much for the positivity you show both to me and to one another. Remember your value. Remember that you matter. Remember that you're important, and that you're deserving of love, and that I'm so thankful that you exist. Be the best until I see you next. Goodbye, my friends.